I've just left the Wawayanda shelter, and I have a couple of decisions to make today. I'm going to turn the camera around while I talk, and that way I can keep my eyes on the trail and kind of let you know what the thought process is for today. So as I walk forward today, my plan has been, and still is for the moment, to go to Wildcat Shelter. And what will do is bring me through across Route 17, which is where the creamery is, which is where I caught the bus to New York the other day. So I would cross that and go just 2 more miles to the shelter, Wildcat. And that's the plan for the day. I'm being told by a few hikers who are ahead of me that it is going to be a rough hiking day. And I'm not sure what they mean, if it's just very rocky or if there's a lot of ups and downs, or what the challenges are, but I'm told that it's going to be a tough day, especially in this heat. The forecast says it's going to be in the high 80s, and I don't know about the humidity, and that's what kills me, is the humidity. So I have an opportunity, and so that's what I'm thinking about right now, and I'll reach out to her. But Blue and her dog Mayhem, who I hiked a little bit with in the Smokies, are in the area hiking with somebody else, and Blue said that if I would like, she could pick me up from Route 17 when I get there this afternoon. So it would just be 2 miles shy of the shelter. She could pick me up and bring me to the motel they're staying at, and I can just sleep on the floor and at least get a shower, and she'll put me right back where I was in the morning. So it cut my day by 2 miles, so I was going to decline, but then talking to Iceman, who is the awesome trail angel and now friend, who helped me out by letting me stay at his house when I was injured, and also had slack packed me and ketchup over in some of that rocky area in Pennsylvania. But he was telling me that it's pretty rocky, or a pretty tough terrain. Pop and Lolly, who are ahead, are telling me it's a really tough terrain, and that it may not be a bad idea when I get to Route 17 to just stop there and let Blue pick me up and go right back there in the morning. So I have to see which way to turn, so I'm going to turn the camera off and see where I'm going. Ah, there it is. I see my map on the tree. Anyway, I'm going to focus on the trail now anyway, and you'll be informed whether I stop at Route 17 and just continue on in the morning to Fingerboard Shelter, or I continue to Wildcat Shelter. And either way, I'm still landing at Fingerboard tomorrow night, so it really doesn't matter. So we'll see. I hope y'all are having a good day. Here's something that's pretty frustrating. When holding my trekking pole, typically the proper way to use a trekking pole is to have your hand inside the strap, and then use the strap and your grip, of course. However, on all of these rocks, and after having fallen, it's been quite scary, because if I fall and this is wrapped around me, then I'm worried that I'm going to break my wrist. So I've been holding it without the strap, but it's so hot and so slippery and slimy, and my hand is sliding. I just came down a pretty steep descent, and I had my hand like this. So I kind of put it in front of me to brace myself as I'm going down, like this. But I was putting my weight on it, and I'm so sweaty because it's so humid that my hand slipped right off. Thank goodness that I had the other pole, and to balance me, and I didn't fall. But I was very close to falling, so now I'm just not sure what to do. Do I put my hands back in the straps and risk falling and breaking my wrist? Do I continue to hold it without the strap and risk? Oh, just risks. There's always risks. I guess I should just not hike if I don't want any risk. The dilemma I have. Oh well. water source for right now. It's kind of got a pondy, kind of murky scent to it, but it should be okay after filtering. I hope I don't get a tummy ache. But it seems to be a reasonable flow, so I'll take my chances because otherwise dehydration is my option. Water, and I've added strawberry flavored Pedialyte, the electrolytes, into it, so hopefully that will get rid of any funky taste. I haven't had a sip yet, but it should work just fine. I just checked gut hooks, and I've got 1.1 miles until I enter New York officially. Yay! Oh, this is the trail. I get to climb up here right now. But this is what I love. I just wish it wasn't so humid. I feel like I'm in the bathroom just after I turn the hot shower water off. Really sticky and mosquito-y. When I stop, even just to use the camera, the mosquitoes stick to me. Okay, gotta climb this thing. I have no idea how I'm gonna get up there. You may not be able to tell, but that blaze on the left is about almost to my shoulders. This is pretty comical. I just tried with my pack on, but that didn't go well. So I just took my pack off and tried to hoist it over my head. It just took everything out of me. So now I'm catching my breath, and I gotta try to go from there to here and then up to there. I don't know. I still want to crack my head open. This is fun. I just gotta figure this out. I think I need some of that pond water now. New York, it's a wonderful town. The Bronx is up and the Battery's down, and people all travel in a hole in the ground. New York, New York, it's a wonderful town. They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway. Boom, boom. Okay, so that was probably the scariest 3 minutes of my entire trip. That's doesn't look as steep as it is, but the rocks are really slanted, and I just had to shimmy across and come down to where I am now. And there was no foothold over there in that area. I guess preparing me for New Hampshire. I know this is nothing. I know you don't have to tell me, oh, just wait till the Whites. I grew up in Massachusetts. I've been to the White Mountains millions of times, but not hiking. So I know that I have a lot to see. I know that it's challenging. I've only driven and camped and skied badly in the Whites, but I get the picture. But that scramble there challenged me. I ain't gonna lie. Whew. Okay, I am having fun, but I wish for 3 things. 1, that it was cooler. 2, that I had a lighter pack. And 3, that maybe somebody was with me. So if I plunge to my death, somebody can call a helicopter or at least identify my body. So this is what I've just done, and this is what's ahead of me. Came up from way down there, and this is what's ahead. You can see they've put some rebar in there. So I'm hoping I can do it with my pack on. We'll find out. But I won't be filming for obvious reasons. Done. I would definitely like this a whole lot more with a lighter pack. So definitely slack packing would be great, but I need to really work on lightening my load. I don't think I'm carrying a whole lot that I don't need. There are certainly a few things that I can ditch, but probably no more than a pound or two, which is a lot. But I need to really reduce my pack weight because I need 2 hands for this. And I get up to the White Mountains, I'm going to need the same. So maybe I should go stoveless, although a hot meal at night really helps me to sleep. I don't sleep well to begin with. And if I just have cold food, it just doesn't quite work. I'm hungry at night and not during the day. It's once I settle in. But I could cold soak. I don't know. I'm gonna think about that. I don't have the lightest weight gear, and that's part of the problem. It's not that I'm carrying a lot of ridiculous things, but what I do have is not, you know, ultralight. So, but people did this and still do this without ultralight gear, so I can too. But I really would like to free up my hands and free up the weight on my back. I'm only 5'2", you know. I'm not a 6 foot tall guy. I can carry this. All right, more up. Has been by far the hardest day so far. Oh my God. So this is the roller coaster that is the Appalachian Trail. I just finished a crying jag, and I'll probably start again while I'm talking to you because I'm an emotional person, and I'm not ashamed of that, but I should like to laugh a little more than I'm crying these last few weeks. Oh, the heat and humidity are brutal. This is a really tough portion of the trail. Most of the friends that I've made along the way are ahead of me now because they didn't fall down and get a head bonk and have to take time off, and that's okay. They're doing well, but they're up ahead, some just 2 days and some a couple weeks, and every one of them said they're not a fan of this New York terrain. I will say that today has been the hardest day so far on this trek. I think the terrain itself is kind of what I like. The big rocks, there's like huge rocks. I had to take my pack off a couple times and try to hoist it over my head and climb. There's rebar drilled into the rocks, and I love that. But the bottom line is this pack is too heavy. I need to ditch weight, and the heat, it's so hot, and the humidity, I feel like I just got out of the shower, and it's taking its toll, and I actually just threw up. I just pulled my pack off and threw up. It's not my concussion. I'm fine with that. But the heat and humidity is brutal. I can't just stop and pitch my tent because this is all the water I have left. And it's from a pond, and it's got that murky, yucky taste. I have 2.8 miles to go to get to where I need to be. But I'm just letting you know that an hour and a half ago I was hooting and hollering because I crossed from New Jersey into New York, and now I just threw up on the trail, off the trail, and wondering how I'm going to get 2.8 more miles. So that's the reality. I'm feeling defeated. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling like I'm not cut out for this, but I know I'm not going to cry. I'm fine. This just sucks. A guy just passed me. He's a thru hiker. He's made it this far, and he's got some problem with his heels. And oh my God, to watch him try to walk is painful. And he's thinking that when he gets to the same road that I'm gonna be stepping off onto, that he might be going home. His trek might be over. I think he said heel spurs or something. But the good news is when I get to the roadway, there's an ice cream parlor. So hopefully that won't make me throw up. I'm proud of myself, and I'm defeated both at the same time. Please let this be the last climb of the day. Oh my God. I need to be done. Done. Maine, 819 more miles.